So I will start my class today, but first today I will take up this topic. ICZN. Now what does this ICZN stand for? Anybody? The International Code for Zoological Nomenclature. Very good. International Code of Zoological Nomenclature. Okay, so what is this International Code of Zoological Nomenclature? First of all, we need to define what is nomenclature. What is nomenclature? Nomenclature is to give name. So you try to give name to animals. You try to give name to animals. Since we are talking about zoology, what type of names do you give? You give scientific names. So what is a scientific name and why do you need it? Why do we need scientific names? And why do we need names? For example, think about the animal which you know as dog. Dog in Hindi is kutta. A baby calls it bobo. Bangla kuku. German hund. English hound or dog. So a person who doesn't know a particular language gets absolutely confused totally. About what name to call. So the committee, all the important zoologists all over the world, they connected in one place and they decided that we must have a uniform nomenclature. And that nomenclature was the ICZN. And they decided that they gave certain principles. Some principles were given. Some principles was given. A code was given. A code or principle which everyone has to follow all over the world in zoology. Several principles was given. First one was what you have in your syllabus is the most important. The principle of binomial nomenclature. Right. Second, you have the principle of priority. Third is the principle of typification. And fourth is the principle of homonymy and synonymy. Okay, so these are the basic principles. There are few more, but you don't need to study them. You study all these four of them. So these are the principles of four principles. All scientists they gathered in one place and they decided that we will have this particular code, which everybody all over the world have to follow. They must follow. If they don't follow, your work is not going to be accepted. So, particular you don't have to write it because basically I will send you some slides. You can see the slides. So, what is the utility of the code? What is the utility of this Iczn? They need to check scientific names are given correctly, properly. ऐसे ही मतलब धूमधाम करके कुछ नेम दे दिया that is not on. That is not going to be done. Second part is the names must be established in the framework of binomial nomenclature. Right. The next point is you need to see whether there is controversy. Eliminate controversies in naming organisms. You have to eliminate controversy. So this is the utility of the code. So if this is not there, this is the problem always face. You face these problems. Everybody faces these problems. Now, what do? There is an animal. You see an animal. Okay. 10 or 15 of the dogs are moving. You see a dog. 10, 15, nobody has described a dog before. 10, 15 dogs are moving here and there and everywhere. And so you collect 14 of these dogs. You collect animal collection. What you do then? You describe. नाम मुंह पेट अंदर ऊपर नीचे सब देख के what do? You describe an animal. describe them, and then you give a name, scientific name, on the principle of binomial nomenclature. Then you give the name, and then you publish. This is the basic taxonomy which is later you find evolutionary relationships and other things. You do that systematics. Basic taxonomy is like this. Now, while naming the following things apply. First principle which is used is the binomial nomenclature. Binomial nomenclature. So, what is binomial nomenclature? Giraffe, camelo, pandanus. So, in the online class, in the previous class, I have mentioned about taxons. You know, you have kingdom, after kingdom, you have your phylum, subphylum, class, order. These are all each of them are taxons. So, giraffe belongs to the taxon genus. This is the genus name. And camelopardus, this is a lineage name. It's a species name. G starts with a capital letter. Small. It should be underlined. If you are writing by hand, if you are typing, it should be italics. So it should be in italics. When you want to talk about subspecies, it should be giraffe, camelopardus, Rothschild. All must be underlined. This is subspecies. Subspecies means all the subspecies they can mate with each other. They are the same species, but we are breaking down them further down into subspecies. Breaking down further. For example, for something like 5,000 years back, two human subspecies existed. Now we have only one human subspecies, and the two human subspecies they were Homo sapiens sapiens, Homo sapiens Neanderthals. Now these Neanderthals, they lived in the Neanderthal valley. They were the same species as the humans. But when the sapiens they came over, they had a fighting among themselves. Then the Neanderthals all died out. But before they died out, there was some interbreeding between sapiens and Neanderthals. So what we find today in the sapiens is that some of these Neanderthal genes are there. Maybe some language has also come. Even our some behavioral characteristics have also been picked up. Maybe it is assumed, but definitely some DNA markers are there in our body. So they had mated among themselves. So on the basis of that, they were basically kept in the same species, but they were Neanderthals. They had minor difference. They look different basically. Their faces were totally different. Right now, whether you are African or whether you are Mongoloid or Caucasian or whatever, South Latina or whatever, basically you belong to the same Homo sapiens. The race may be separate. African race is separate than us. But basically, there is no difference when some African meets with an Indian, definitely you have babies. That is not a problem. So, this is, they are the same species. The race may be different. according to binomial nomenclature, this is the binomial nomenclature. Now, we come to the next. The next principle is principle of typification. Now, each name which has been given is represented by a type. What is type? Each name has got a type. It is on the basis of a type. Type is a physical specimen. Type is a physical specimen on the basis of which that name has been given. So originally say in the year 1758, a scientist, the founder of dog, say it's an hypothetical example. A dog. So he saw 14, he collected 14 dogs, 14 animals, 6 species. Out of that, one was used to describe in the publication. After giving the name to the publication, one was used to describe the name on that basis, that particular museum which was stuck in the museum or something, on the basis of that species, that particular animal, that specimen. The whole description was given. That is known as holotype. So holotype is the name, the species, the one specimen on the basis of which the description was given. That one specimen. It can be a picture, it can be something like a specimen, stump specimen, it could be a writing in a book or whatever. On the basis of that, it was described. Importantly, you have these specimens, they are flattened together, you have this exactly. Herbariums, on that particular one thing, that is what is holotype. So remaining 13, those 13 were mentioned by the author, and this one was the holotype, and the other 14, their pictures were also given in the publication. Yeah, other 14, they are known as paratype. So the author has described a holotype on which the description has been done, and the other 14 similar species, one characters from there, they were defined as paratype. अलग जो है अलग वो है paratype, and the main thing is holotype, and this is paratype. So all these 14 animals have been described in this publication. Now, for example, say author forgets to mention holotype and paratype. The author has forgotten to mention holotype and paratype. Right? He has not written what is holotype and what is paratype. Now what happens? He has described 14 species. So all the species, or specimens, sorry, he has described 14 specimens. So all the specimens, they are known as same type. They are known as big types. Yes, for the author in the original publication. In the original publication, 200 years back, you cannot take the author and hold it there and say, why I not mention holotype and paradigm. You cannot do it. কানুনে দিতে পারবে না তো দৃষ্টি মরে গেছে কবে কবরের তলায় সে যে কি সে আগে কবরের তলায় তো ঘুরিয়ে গেছে ভালো করতে পারবে so that is known as twin times all of them all the 14 specimens in the museum are twin times so when this code was given it was given much later previously they used the binary nomenclature to give all those things so and holotype type was also given but later on some people they did not know what type is so what happened is that all these controversies started coming so therefore that uniform nomenclature code was needed now suddenly it happens that the holotype and paratype is destroyed holotype and paratype was destroyed so we must give something later 200 years later we should give something that is known as letotype so holotype gets destroyed and so you need to have a reference organism which stresses that one reference organism is the letotype and all the so-called paratypes also destroyed but they also have to be replaced they are known as paraletotype they are known as paraletotype now one more thing remains suppose the holotype is a male so you have to give it a female counterpart the female counterpart is known as halotype it is known as halotype so this is the principle of typification one more principle remains two more principles principle of priority one scientist and just check the date to be equal. In 1837 a snail a gastropod it was known as gave the name as Limax maculatus gave the name Limax maculatus. In 1758, Limax maculatus it was given the name Limax maximus. Same species were given two names. So the third scientist in 2001 he removed this name. That the particular gastropod snail is going to be named as Limax maximus only because this was named much before. So the oldest school gets the priority. So, the oldest school is 78 gave this particular name and Linux Maximus was kept and this was removed. You can't have two names. So, one taxon, it has got two names. One taxon has got two names. This is known as synonyms. As we know, so the synonymous names are there. So the oldest school always gets the priority. And so, whenever there is a synonym, you have to see who gave the description name first, which name was given first. That name is the name which is to be taken into account. Other names are to be rejected outright. You have its counterpart, the Hightower. Counterpart is two taxon or two species. One name. একটা হাতি একটা মশা দুজনে একটা নাম দিয়েছিল এটা হাতি জোড়াচ্ছে আর এদিকে হাতি পাচ্ছে so this type of controversy also starts to come. This is known as homonym. Here also the old school gets the priority. Those who gave the first name, they will get the name. Okay. So first name, they will get the name. But first name, gets the name. So, but then what happens is that you first name was given. Say for example, first the mosquito was given a name. The elephant was given a name later. So the mosquito will always mosquito will be given the name as elephant. অনেক আছে ফিমেল আছে অ্যানালিসিস আছে কিন্তু you have to mosquito just to explain mosquito was named first as elephant. So the elephant will fly. Right? That is the rule. But the mosquitoes which are walking on the forest between black mosquitoes which are walking in the forest, what will happen to them? They have to be given a new name. A new name will be have to give them a new name. And what is the new name? You have to give another new name. So for one very good example is, I also when I was a student I read the name was changed much later. The spiny anteater. Name was Iczn. Underline Iczn species, genus name. And also more 1 month. লম্বা লম্বা থাকে আমি ছবি আছে ছবি আর দেখাতে পাচ্ছি না কি করব ওরে হ্যাঁ বুঝতে পারছি না সাদা এলে জলের মধ্যেই থাকে লম্বা হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ সাদা থাকে ওটা সবকিছু না বাংলা যেগুলো খাও লম্বা 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 আমি না খারাপ হতে না একবার ঠিক আছে It was found that Moraine was given the name Iczn before. It is the oldest school. So, Moraine gets the award of Iczn. পুরস্কার পেয়ে গেল আমার Iczn হয়ে গেল আমার আর এই ভাষাটাকে তখন ছাড়তে হবে নামটা আমরা পড়েছিলাম Iczn কিন্তু তারপরে এখন আমি বইগুলো দেখি ওটার নাম হয়ে গেছে টাকাই লস the principle of synonym. Okay, and basically this is the end of today's class actually. So জিনিসটা হয়ে গেছে, you have to study only all these things.